Hello and welcome back everybody to F124 My Team Career Mode. This is episode number 14 as we are heading to the Las Vegas Grand Prix in the United States. A few things before we begin. Yes, F125 is very close to coming out. If not, the early access is already out.
Okay, we'll have the new parts come through the fabrication
I haven't
process.
yet purchased it.
We'll have them with us for the next
Or
Grand Prix.
pre-ordered it. Well, yeah, it's gonna be coming soon after I finish season 2. I'm working very hard to get all the videos done and edited.
Stand by to see cars at more than 210 miles an hour blasting their way down the strip. F1 has taken over. It's F1 fever. Las
Okay, cool,
Vegas.
yeah, Las Vegas. Woo, huge. Anyway, yeah, so I was saying F125, I'm gonna be acquiring the game very soon, but I won't be making any videos on it until I finish the second season of our F124 My Team Career Mode, which is on its way. It's being processed as we speak, as I'm editing a few videos ahead to what's the word? To make time, to give myself a buffer. So whenever I upload the next video, I'm already working like 3 videos ahead, which is something I should have done earlier, now that I think about it. And yeah, I hope, and I think I said this already in when I was doing F123, is that I hope that I can manage to build a buffer time between not between every episode, but more of a buffer between every time I edit a video, and keep myself consistently uploading. I'm gonna be quite busy during this summer break that I have at the moment, and yeah, it's not gonna be easy, but I'm gonna try my best to work with the time that I have to provide the content that I am wanting to upload to the channel. Also, speaking of content, I'm trying to diversify, because I feel like, doing F1 alone isn't something that I wanted to do. As you may or may not know, earlier in our YouTube venture, I was recording multiple games at once. Was it at once, or maybe I was like finishing one game, but then at the same time I was recording multiple games at once. Subnautica, if you don't know. Yeah, that was like something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to like make content on different games that I enjoy playing, and straight to the point, because I'm really dragging this a bit. I'm thinking maybe I should make some Rainbow Six Siege videos, because I have a lot of clips on that, and it won't be more of like a gameplay sense video. It would be more of like highlights of funny moments that I've had with my friends, obviously, because I ain't playing that game alone or with random people on game chat. I know I play with my mates, a different group of friends compared to when I was doing the FIFA videos. Yeah, so like I'm thinking I have like a shit ton of clips just waiting to be used, as we're gonna now set focus back on this current video. As you heard from our engineer, that rain is currently imminent. I really know how to jump from subject to subject without any warning. But yeah, back to the subject of this video, Las Vegas qualifying. We're in Q2 at the moment with rain on the way, so we have to get our lap in as soon as possible to avoid any hindrance from the wet. As you can see on the screen right now, that there is a little bit of rain. I mean, that's what I'm seeing in front of me as I clip the wall on the inside and the outside, going through the second to last corner. Or is it the last corner? Really, you can't really count this as a corner, it's flat out. So yeah, just second last corner. as we make our way up into third place at the moment with yeah, we made it through, and so does our teammate Arthur Leclerc, thanks to the rain, because Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris got knocked out in the previous session of Q2, and now full wets for this Q3 session. So yeah, the rain has ramped up quite substantially as we head into Q3 in the wet on the full wet weather tires. And it's gonna be interesting to see, because I have like this very nice strategy of just staying out. As you can see, I have like 8 laps of fuel on the car, so I can just stay as long as I want out on the wet tires, just setting lap after lap, compared to what the AI would do, which is just set 1 lap in the beginning like it's a normal normal qualifying, and then another lap near the end, which honestly I think the developers should do it this way, as in like this is how they do it in real life as well, is that the cars just stay out, they get fueled for like, I don't know, not 10 laps, like 8 laps worth of fuel in the car, and then they just go out and set the lap times that they need, and it just gets faster and faster. As you can see on the top right, I'm already 2/10 quicker on this lap, and I'm gonna keep getting quicker because the fuel is burning off. And right now we're sitting in third, and this is our third lap, heading towards the final corner on the Las Vegas Strip, and we're purple sector 2. And yeah, there's no signs of the rain easing up, where we could probably slap on a set of inters and set faster lap times. As you can see in the garage or the pit lane, there's literally all the cars are over there. And yeah, that's my point, being like, you know, from what I've seen in F1 broadcasts, is that when it's wet, drivers prefer to just have a load of fuel on board and just keep setting lap times until the session's over, and whether they have any issues for broken front wing and whatnot. I don't know why I highlighted that. I switched to hot lap mode at the end. Oh, okay, I get it now, because it was like, why is my delta very low? No, very positive, 11 seconds off the pace. No, but that's because I was recharging the battery. Not really relevant in such conditions. Don't know why I did that. I was probably low on battery. I probably used the overtake mode somewhere along the lap before the cooldown lap. So this is going to be my final run of this Q3 session. Currently sitting in P2 right behind Max Verstappen, who is on provisional pole at the moment, and with a 30.8 first sector. We don't have the greatest first sector or second sector, but we're still in touch with our previous lap time. In fact, we make up a lot of that time in the braking zone down the Las Vegas Strip, but then we lose a bit of it, and we're going to probably use some overtake to just get some of that time back as we drop down to 4th. I don't know who that was who set the fastest lap, but we're going to cross the line to set a lap time good enough for 3rd place. So 2nd row start, very good. We could definitely translate that into a win. It's a very good session.
Goodbye for now then, but
and
really,
our teammate has made it up into
sure
P9, so not bad from him.
Tomorrow.
He could probably score some points, you know, contribute to the team a little bit, because really I've been doing the heavy lifting, and to be fair, it's fine. I don't mind that.
Welcome to Las Vegas, and for Formula One, it's welcome back to Las Vegas. No longer do we race in the Caesars Palace car park. Tonight, the time is right to go racing in the street. Well, tonight we go racing around the bright lights of Las Vegas, 3.8 miles under the Nevada night sky and thousands of neon lights. There are landmarks everywhere you look, punctuating the 17 corners and 2 DRS zones. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have The owner driver, Fernando Alonso. Oscar Piastri, Gasly. Stroll, Bottas. Leclerc, Hulkenberg. Hamilton, Norris. Perez, Leclerc. Russell, Ricardo. Joe, Albon. Sargent, Magnussen. Sonoda and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today.
Okay, racing time. As wait, let me just sit properly here. Let me get comfortable. I had to go turn on the AC. It was getting a bit too hot over here. But yeah, medium to hard strategy. I think different to what I did in the previous game. I went from a hard to a medium. Did not get the best start, but definitely benefited from the softer compound towards the end of the race. But I mean, on this shouldn't be a problem, considering how where we're starting, and that's 3rd place ahead of Alonso and Piastri. And Verstappen and Sainz ahead of us. Sainz on pole position, so he's the one who set the fastest lap. I said that I didn't know who set the fastest lap. I wasn't paying attention to that, but yeah, it turns out, okay, it didn't turn out. It was him who turns out to be on pole position, and it's going to be a heated battle. I hope so. It's going to be fun to watch. Hoping it is going to be fun to watch, as we're going to get ready to go racing. Waiting for the grid to form. This is like my least favorite part. Come on, last car. Come on, Ocon. Alright, so here we go, racing in Las Vegas as we have 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. I almost messed that up as Sainz and Verstappen get a very good start. Verstappen got a better start off the line as he jumps into first place momentarily, side by side with Carlos Sainz as he's inching ahead. We get a poor start. Could have been better, considering we were on the racing line. So we should have had the better traction. I don't think that matters in the game. I don't care. We're 4th behind Alonso as we almost make contact over there with Alonso in the braking zone, heading into turns 1, 2. I think it's turn 4. But yeah, Verstappen ahead of Sainz, ahead of Alonso, myself, Gasly got a good start, and he's now ahead of Piastri, Stroll, Hulkenberg, our teammate Leclerc, and Bottas make up the top 10. Hamilton still in 11th place, or still out of the points. He's currently fighting Bottas for that final points position on this first lap, but we are seeing a lot of cars who are out of position. Russell is out of position. Sonoda he was slow, to be fair, but he could have been in a better position, looking at where his teammate Ricardo is at the moment. But we got a slipstream on Alonso as he now defends the inside line, but we just roll past on the outside and back into 3rd place. Back into 3rd place we go, as we're gonna now chase the front 2 of Sainz and Verstappen. They're squabbling for the lead of the race, and that should help us catch up to them going down the DRS straight, as we are inching closer, little by little. Alonso a bit wide over there fighting Gasly. That should not be, or wouldn't be good for him, as he's now out of DRS range and very vulnerable to Gasly behind, who has DRS on him. But yep, not Piastri managed to make a move on what's his name, Gasly, as he is now back up into 5th place, and Alonso almost momentarily lost that 4th place to Piastri. They're fighting it out behind us, as Alonso comes out on top and is still ahead of Piastri in 4th place. But more importantly, we have DRS down the long straight of Las Vegas, as Sainz is now looking for a move around the outside of Verstappen. They're side by side going into the final corner, and Sainz unfortunately didn't get the move done and stays behind on in second place as we're looking for a way past Carlos Sainz down the straight and into the lead we go down the inside. And Sainz picks up whatever's left over there. Maybe could squeeze himself into second place, but no, Verstappen manages to stay ahead after that sequence of battle, or that battle sequence. Can I say battle? I don't know. But yeah, we stay ahead. Oh, and the steering almost into the wall there, but Verstappen stays ahead in second place, ahead of Sainz, and the top three pretty away from the rest of the field. I mean, yeah, that just shows how good I am, you know what I mean? No, I'm terrible. Gasly gets the better of Alonso in the end over there. As you can see on the leaderboards, and Sainz, Stroll. Ooh, oversteamy exit, leading towards the Las Vegas Strip. As Verstappen is now closing in as well. We're going to be using our ERS and DRS to be enabled very soon, or activated very soon, as we bang wheels over there with Verstappen. And I just find out that we have floor damage to our car, so that wouldn't be, that isn't good. Man, I can't speak sometimes. But yeah, we get the better of Sainz going into the final corner, leading to the isn't final corner. Down the main straight, and into the lead we go as Sainz is gonna tuck in behind, probably get a slipstream going down the DRS straight as we're approaching our pit window, as our engineer has mentioned. Lap 9, I believe, is the pit. What's it called? The pit lap. Is that what it is? As Sainz down the inside, maybe looking for a move, as he's gonna try and fight it out to take the lead of the race, as he successfully does so after our little snap of oversteer. It wasn't a snap of oversteer, is it? I don't know. Anyway, we have the DRS down the Las Vegas Strip, so we shouldn't be worrying too much. But okay, back to the subject of R6. What was I talking about in that sequence of sentences that I've put together using my brain? We take the lead over here. Yeah, very nice. But I was saying that I have clips, and I was wondering if it would be a good idea to upload said clips to the channel, or mesh them together into a 15-20 minute video, just like full of a video full of just like fun moments and clip worthy gameplay. I don't know. I haven't given it a good thought, but I'm already in the process of editing said video. But I'll focus more on the F1 content until I manage to find the time to get those clips together and into a video, and find the good clips, because there's some clips that are actually very good that I have, but my audio is a bit too loud. My microphone is basically on max. The gain, I don't know, like I reviewed some of them and my ears were just blasting or blasted every time I start speaking, compared to when my friends start speaking, and it's kind of annoying. It really, to me, it makes the usability of those clips just a bit harder as we come into the pits over here for our stop. Sainz now takes the lead of the race, and behind us Verstappen comes into the pits as well. So it's going to be vital that we get a good stop over here to make it ahead of Sainz, as this is somewhat of an undercut, because we were technically behind Sainz as we were entering the pits. So we're going to try to undercut him using the freshness of the hard tire. As we have a critical outlap, we have Sargent ahead of us, and we need to dispatch him very quickly. As we're gonna look for a move down the inside, we go. Very optimistic and daring that move was, as we could have easily lost the front wing there and would have ruined our race entirely. And now we have our teammate Nguyen Yu Zhou ahead of us in 7th and 8th. But shouldn't be an issue. Sauber should be easy to dispatch with the with our car. And now our teammate is next on the chopping board, as we're gonna head on to the long straight. Whew. Man, talking really takes your breath away, huh? Is that how you say it? I don't know, man. Some expressions I have problems with saying, as we're gonna go past Leclerc and we're gonna give him the DRS aid down the straight. Hopefully now there's gonna be some team orders. Don't overtake him. He has fresher tires. He's just giving you DRS. As we make our way around, as you can see on the minimap, Sainz is currently in the pits with a Aston Martin. I believe that's Lance Stroll, as Russell is also in the pits. Hulkenberg, Gasly, Stroll, yes, that was who it was, is in the pits as well. But Sainz has been undercut, and we are now about a second or just over a second ahead of him, but I'm pretty sure he got the DRS. Yep, he did get the DRS down that straight, meaning he is close to us, and that is going to be a very reoccurring theme. As you can see on my front right, we are taking a bit of damage from clobbering the walls every 2 seconds, as we have an overtake from Carlos Sainz down the straight, as we're going to try to make a move once again on the outside of Carlos Sainz, using the help from the slipstream, as we didn't have DRS. He's the one who had DRS on us, and I do not know why I overlapped the clips on this one.
Okay, so
but
we're leading
yeah,
our teammate by 24.0 seconds.
I'm not so sure, but I'll probably just get that fixed. No, I won't, because I'm already talking over it, so you have to deal with that. Anyway, we have Sainz still behind, Stroll in 3rd, which is actually very kind of cool and funny and impressive, but he's probably going to get overtaken by Leclerc, who's behind him. Verstappen drops down to 5th place and is almost out of DRS range from them, but Sainz has DRS on us, and he is just going to fly past us going into the final corner. And towards the isn't final corner, we're going to have a decent slipstream, maybe looking for a move into turn 1 on Carlos Sainz, as Leclerc makes it into 3rd place. And vitally, in the championship battle, he is ahead of Verstappen. Keep in mind, Leclerc started way behind Verstappen. Verstappen had the chance to close down the lead that Leclerc had in the championship, and now it's all gone wrong for Verstappen in the championship, as he is behind Leclerc on track, meaning Leclerc will extend his lead going into the final 2 races. We have a sprint weekend right after this in Qatar, and that should be enough. If we're almost contact over there, as we were fighting, or just cut to a clip where we were fighting Sainz for the lead of the race once again. As we were saying, it's a sprint weekend in Qatar, and Leclerc is vitally ahead, or critically ahead of Verstappen, who's now down in 6th place. That cannot be good for him, as Sainz performs a little switchback over there. But who's the one who got the arrest there? No one. No, he got the arrest. That's some BS. But we're gonna look for a move around the outside. Maybe no, we cannot make a move around the outside over there. But it doesn't really matter for us. We're not even in the championship fight anymore. But Verstappen and Leclerc are still fighting for the championship. There's still a mathematical chance that Verstappen could win the championship in the last 2 races. I mean, I don't really think he's gonna overtake 6 cars and win the race, or 5 cars and win the race, as we fly past Carlos Sainz, and we're gonna build a huge gap over here, thanks to the DRS and the battery usage, and leave Carlos Sainz in the dust. But back to the point I was making, Leclerc has a chance now to close take away all Verstappen hopes of winning a championship, a 4th world title. In this universe, he's only a 3-time world champion. You already know that he's a 4-time world champion.
Okay,
In
so all of our tyre pressure data
in
is currently
real
reading
life, as we
0.
just
Assuming they still
clobber the
look
wall
inflated to
again,
you,
but
we're gonna guess that it's just a
final
bad
lap,
sensor. Shouldn't be anything to
we
worry about.
are
Okay,
almost
this is your
4
final
seconds
lap in
ahead
the
of
race.
Carlos Sainz. So you saw how beneficial that DRS rush, as I will call it. No, yeah, that's what I'll call it, DRS rush. Only available in Las Vegas. It's an exclusive offer. But yeah, we're gonna make our way to the line to win the race. So very good job from us. But most importantly, Leclerc is ahead of Verstappen, and that's definitely not going to be good for Verstappen's championship hopes. Yeah, we have a sprint race, and Leclerc could finish off his championship hopes. Or not finish off. That's the wrong term. Take the victory in Qatar. Yeah, that's what I meant.
They broke the bank in Las Vegas. The strip has been conquered.
The race victory and fastest lap as well today really shows the level of dominance that this driver had over the opposition. Dominance from the start to finish, and it's for the rest of the competition to try and catch them now.
A show-stopping performance from the 3 drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Alright, so we're at the end of the video. As I mentioned, Leclerc has a very healthy lead going into the final. Well, not really healthy. If he DNFs, Verstappen could easily say he wins the race, eat into that lead and take the lead of the championship. But so far, it's advantage Leclerc as we head into the final 2 races. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.